Hey, it's Griff. So I decided to do something a little different this video. Instead of reviewing an album or a specific song, I thought I would do my initial reaction and review of Anthony Fantano or The Needle Drop's weekly track Roundup, where he lists tracks from worst, meh, and best. Um, Anthony Fantano or The Needle Drop is a huge inspiration to me and why I even started doing YouTube. I greatly respect his opinion. I don't always agree with it, but I very much respect it because he listens to just so much music and such a large variety of music. Everybody has their own opinion when it comes to music, but Fantano does a great job at reviewing music for what it is, and for that I very much respect his opinion. So getting into this, just gonna listen to each track. I'll say if I'm familiar with the artist, because the best part about listening to the weekly track roundup, getting turned on to a lot of different artists. He shows me tons of different artists every week with the weekly track roundup. So I'll say if I'm familiar with them or not, and then I'll just give a quick little review at the end of it. So let's jump right into it. So the first song we have is the Chainsmokers' "You Owe Me." Definitely familiar with the Chainsmokers. Yeah, I can already agree that this is going to be one of the worst tracks. I cannot stand the Chainsmokers. You don't know me, don't you think? Yeah, that song was fucking terrible. Not surprised. Like I said, I despise the Chainsmokers. But that song was actually something special. That was like a new low for the Chainsmokers. Usually the production is like... I'm not gonna lie, the production's usually terrible on Chainsmokers songs too, but usually that's... I guess something you look forward to is the drop, if you're a Chainsmokers fan, but you didn't even really get one in that song. It's pretty weak, so even if you're a Chainsmokers fan, I don't think you'd be a big like that one too much. The Superorganism Reflections on the Screen. I'm not familiar with this artist at all, so I guess we'll see if I like it. Apparently Fantano didn't, so... Never jealousy, just acute hyperbole, idiocracy, a dream. And he's still keen to chill with me. I've zoomed in 1080p. Your pseudo smile is so unfree. That song wasn't bad. It was like meh, so whatever. After this, I'll probably listen to more of them to familiarize myself with some of their best songs, but that song's pretty whatever. Getting into the meh tracks, we have Post Malone featuring Ty Dolla $ign with Psycho. I like Post Malone. Some of the songs, not like a huge fan of him. I like him more as a person, honestly, than a music artist, but he doesn't make bad music. I think he's a decent artist. Ty Dolla $ign, on the other hand, I really never liked. Yeah, he just never warmed up to me at all. That's a pretty decent song. I didn't think Ty Dolla $ign did anything for it, but you know, Post Malone is alright. Pop Music by Remo Drive. Also not familiar with this artist. That was a pretty decent song. I would say that's better than a meh, you know. I really like that song quite a bit, so I'll definitely have to look into more Remo Drive. Next is Twin Shadow featuring Haim with Saturdays. I don't know Twin Shadow. I do know Haim. They're like the three-piece like girl band. I don't really listen to their music much, but I am familiar with them. Alright, yeah, that song's pretty meh to me. Just kind of like, reminded me of like some old school pop. I always got like Fleetwood Mac vibes from that song. Just the way it carried itself or the way it grooved, but yeah, I don't really care for that song. Little Dragon with Sway Daisy. Not familiar with this artist. I'm hoping it's some rap because, as you guys know, I am a rap fan. I'll do like other kinds of music, but wouldn't mind, hope there's some good rap tracks thrown in here that I'm not familiar with yet. Yeah, that song, not a big fan of that song, just kind of really a slow burner. I thought it was gonna, pick up and really, hit at the end and progress to something, but, it didn't really build up to much. I wasn't a big fan of that song at all, So next we have Mount Erie, Tintin in Tibet. Familiar with Mount Erie. I know Fantano likes him quite a bit. His music's very somber, very mellow. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but at the same time, I very much respect it. I think he's an amazing artist. It's just something I just don't often throw on. I'd have to be in just a very odd off mood, honestly, to listen to Mount Erie, but I do think he makes extremely beautiful music.
I sing to you, I sing to you, I sing to you, you don't exist. I sing to you, I drove my truck onto the ferry.
I'm actually gonna have to tap out of this one. I gotta call a timeout. I can't do it. Literally, this music gets me so fucking bummed out sometimes. Like, he's just so upfront and forward with his fucking lyrics. It's just like, god damn. Like, I realized, the song's about his wife who died. Like the saddest fucking thing ever to happen to somebody. And it's just like, I'm sorry, like, I'm the type of person who just like tries to stay in a good mood, so that's why I just don't really like Mount Erie so much, and I just can't really. This is gonna like bum me up for the rest of these songs if I listen to all this song, but I got the picture. I'm not gonna call it good or bad. I'm gonna that's Mount Erie for you. Next is Hot Snakes with Death Camp Fantasy. I believe I listened to Hot Snakes before, just from Fantano suggesting them. They're a punk band, I believe. I'm pretty sure they're like a new age punk band, but I do like punk rock music quite a bit. Growing up, it was one of my favorite genres. I don't listen to as much of it as I once did, but I still appreciate it from time to time, so I'll get into it. Hopefully enjoy this one. I definitely like that guitar lick in the beginning and ending of it. Good song. I think I should listen to some more Twin Snakes because I've definitely liked that song, and I'm pretty sure I liked another song by them too, so probably have to listen to more of them, but definitely a good song. I appreciated it. So the next one is Light Mind by Miracle. I've never heard of Miracle, but here we go. God damn, that song was way too fucking long. And I don't know, I didn't dig it. The video was weird as shit. Yeah, just bad vibes from that whole song. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like it at all. Alright, so getting into the best tracks, we have Some Kind of Game by Against All Logic, or AAL. Not familiar with them, but for some reason I have hopes that this one's gonna be a banger. The name of the artist and title of the song it's got me intrigued. Ooh! This shit just hit though. I like that song. As a fan of electronic music, especially like old school stuff like Daft Punk and Aphex Twin, had some old school house electronic vibes to it. I dug that song. It was a little repetitive, a little long, but it was still a good song. So next we have 44 More by Logic. Not really the biggest Logic fan, to be honest with you. I do like some of his songs. Suicide Number song is I think that's a good song. I respect his ability to rap, but just for the most part, I just don't really like all the lyrics that he has at the table and just his whole vibe and kind of who he is as a person. I'm just not the biggest Logic fan, to be honest with you. It maybe sound weird coming out of like a white kid that's probably looks like he'd love Logic, but yeah, I just not a big Logic fan. Damn. Yikes. I may have just previously said I didn't like Logic, but that shit was fucking stone cold fire, dude. Holy smokes. Jesus Christ. The boy just spit fucking hot lava bars. Those were fucking smoking. My lord. I can't get over that shit right now. Like, there were some fucking flows on there that blew my fucking mind. Like, crazy fucking flows. Holy shit, Logic. Like, I knew you could rap, but, like, that shit was fucking impressive. Yeah, that song was, that song was pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. Two thumbs up for that one. So next is Mag 11 P82 by Venetian Snares and Daniel Lanois. I do know Venetian Snares, like a Swedish electronic group. I listen to some of their music. It's definitely some great music to like when you're gaming out to. I've thrown on some Venetian Snares, so I'm a fan of their music. So let's see what we get here. Yeah, that song was wild. Just crazy experimental, all over the place. Noises from everywhere, from every which way, every kind of the sound. I can't say I disliked it though. Very intrigued by it. Good stuff. So, not a bad song. So next is Mr. Tilman by Father John Misty. Very familiar with Father John Misty. Listened to Pure Comedy, and I can't remember the other album that he had before, but I was actually familiar with him because he's on Sub Pop Records, which I follow pretty closely, and I know that Fantano speaks very highly of him. He's quite a big fan, but that's not obviously why I like him. But I'm just saying, you know, Father John Misty, he's great, good guy, super cool guy. I've seen some interviews with him, and love his music. So Father John Misty's awesome. So let's see what he's got for some new material.
Few outstanding charges just before we check you in. Let's see here. You left your passport in the mini fridge and...
Yeah, that was a great song. I love that song. Really upbeat and, you know, catchy and different for Father John Misty, but I really liked it. You can tell he had a lot of fun making that song. It's just a lot of fun to listen to. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. So next is Street Sex in Contempt. I have listened to Street Sex. I've been listening to them for a little over a year now. Also suggested by Fantano. You know, they're really aggressive, industrial, like punk band. Always been a big fan of their sound, so hopefully this song's good. I'm sure it won't disappoint. Yep. I already like it. Yeah, I was expecting something good. Got something great. Super good, super aggressive in your face, heavy, hard hitting, fast. It's not always what I look for in music. However, they just do it right, in a way that I just really like listening to. It's just so harsh, and just raw sounding, but at the same time it's electronic too, so you know it's got that produced sound, but just a very unique sound that comes from Street Sex, and I'm a big fan of their music. So the next one would be Headstone by Flatbush Zombies. I already made a reactionary review to it, so if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link down in the description. So I'll just skip over that one for now and we'll go to the next one, which is Almost Had to Start a Fight / In and Out of Patience by Parquet Courts, perhaps? I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. Don't quote me on that. But I've never heard of these guys. No idea what their sound is, so let's go blind into it again. I really like this one. That was a pretty good song. You know, it was like some upbeat alt rock. Not exactly what I like to listen to. I don't think I'll be looking into more of the artists, but it was definitely both good songs. So they get my approval, but just not a big fan, really. Next we have Spider Herd by Gorilla Toss. I've never heard of them. Appears to be another Bandcamp artist that I've never heard of, but so we'll go in blind listening to this one again, but see what we get. Yeah, I really like that song. Just like a plethora of sounds coming out of it, really, like just super original sounding, and like all the different instruments, and it's catchy. I'm gonna have to listen to more of Gorilla Toss. Definitely. That was a great song. Ooh, I really like this. I really enjoyed that song. Like, wow, I just really liked his voice. Just like right when it came in, just like kind of immediately hooked me. Definitely have to check more Flower Truck out. That was a terrific song. Next we have I'll Make You Sorry by Screaming Females. I have listened to Screaming Females through Fantano's suggestions. I do not like them at all. Not a big fan of female punk rock artists. I'm not sexist in any way. I just don't like the sound that they produce. Simple as that. But we'll give it a listen and see what I think. That song did not do it for me. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's really good either. So like, I'm not even trying to defend it and like saying I have respect for it. Like, it's really blasé to me. I don't know why he praises them so much. Next we have Make Me Feel by Janelle Monáe. I remember her from that song Yoga. Like for like a year or two ago. Didn't really listen to much else of her. She seemed like a decent artist. I mean, I did like the song Yoga. It just didn't intrigue me enough to listen to more of her music. So let's see if this one's any good. It's just the way you make me feel. Please don't stop it. You got me right here in your jeans, like it. Yeah. I'm not a really big fan of that song. It gave me like Prince vibes, and I'm just not a big fan of that like dancey R&B style music. Not a big fan of that song at all. Django Jane, or Django Jane. What a name for a song. Let's see if it's better than the first. I got it all covered like a wedding band. Wonderland, so my alias is Alice. And we gon' start a motherfucking pussy riot. Or we gon' have to put them on a pussy diet. Yikes. Get that, I guarantee I got them. I like that song a lot better. She brought the bars. She brought the heat to that one. That was a pretty good song. I like that one. So that definitely gets a passing grade in my book. Alright, so for the final best track we have on the list, it we have Not Able by Hopalong. Not familiar with the artist, so we'll end it again on Going Into the Dark. Yeah, that song was really good. I like the passion in her vocals. She just had a very pretty voice, and then just, you just really feel the passion in the music in that song, honestly. I liked how it picked up at the end, too, so that was a really good song. I would definitely like to hear more of Hopalong. That was really interesting. Hey guys, so my video ended up cutting out, so I just wanted to list off my five favorite tracks of the weekend roundup. And in no particular order, Enough for Now by Flower Truck. I really like that song. It's like just immediately right when the words caught, it was catchy. Spider Herd by Gorilla Toss. Just crazy amount of instrumentation and just sounds coming out of it. Just cornucopia of sounds. It was just awesome to listen to. Headstone by Flatbush Zombies. I previously reviewed it. Huge Flatbush Zombies fan. Didn't disappoint at all. Mr. Tilman by Father John Misty. A really upbeat but catchy Father John Misty song, which is not usually like him to make, but still really refreshing and fun to listen to. And 44 More by Logic. That was just heat. Like, the fucking flows that he had on there were, whew, my lord, and it honestly just ripped the track in half. Like, I'm at a loss for words of just how fast and how many fucking syllables he was getting out there, and just how hard it snapped to the beat. That was really impressive, Logic. So thank you guys for joining me for this video. If you liked it, I've been thinking about doing these every week for each weekly roundup. So if you liked what you saw in here, feel free to give it a like. I'd appreciate it. If you have any suggestions, throw it down in the comments. And if you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe because I post new videos weekly. Thanks for joining me, and have a good one.